Hey, do you want to take it?
No, can take
Do you
it.
remember how we met?
I don't know.
So it's sort of our little fairy tale story of how we met.
My name is Carly Eisenberg. I'm a supervising deputy attorney general in our healthcare rights and access section.
I'm Joshua Eisenberg. I'm a supervising deputy attorney general in the cannabis control section. My father's a longtime family law attorney down in Southern California, and so through that, I just saw that there was a real opportunity with a law degree to help people, to make the world a slightly better place.
My dad is a lawyer, and I remember being a little girl sitting at the coffee table. I'd be doing my homework, and he would be talking into his dictaphone, which was a thing lawyers used to do. He was a workers' comp attorney in San Francisco. And his office was all male attorneys, and the secretaries were all female. And so I remember telling my dad, one day I'll be a legal secretary. And he was like, well, why wouldn't you be a lawyer? Like, you should just be a lawyer. But it hadn't occurred to me. Like, I just thought like, I didn't know that was something women could do. So the seed was planted pretty early in my mind that like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'll be a lawyer.
Carly and I actually met in 2006 during a study abroad program in South Africa. And I really think it was fate that we met there. We both happened to apply to the education abroad program for this semester. We both chose this mountainous region in Pietermaritzburg, South Africa. We started traveling a little bit together on the weekends. Then I somehow convinced Carly to stick around for a month after the program ended, and we traveled/hitchhiked around Southern Africa. Looking back on it now, probably didn't make all the best decisions, but I know I certainly fell in love with Carly on that trip, and it was sort of a fairy tale. I say it jokingly, but I really do think a lot of people here at the department know me as Carly's husband. She had been here a couple years before I joined and had already made her mark. I'm just so proud of the work that Carly and her team and her colleagues have done in the reproductive justice space. Just to see all the amazing milestones Carly's hitting in her career, knowing that she's just continuing to rise in the legal field.
How do I follow that?
How much time do you have?
That was my line. I think watching Josh in particular become a supervisor and to jump from the licensing section over to the cannabis section, it really is a pretty big sea change. I had to learn the law, figure out personnel, and it's been some obstacles along the way, but it's definitely overcome, risen, and now I think is really hitting his stride, and it's feeling really comfortable and confident and being exactly where he's supposed to be, and that's been really fun to watch.
In thinking about Jewish American heritage, it's really about honoring the forebears and the many positive contributions that Jews have had to American life. I certainly think about the contributions in the legal field specifically. Ruth Bader Ginsburg is certainly a personal hero of mine and Carly's, and she rose to the highest levels of our courts. There's a Jewish phrase, or a Hebrew phrase, that is tikkun olam. The direct translation is something to the effect of repairing the world. And in modern times, I think that's become more interpreted as social justice. I've always loved that term. I've always loved that idea of making a positive contribution to the world, trying to help heal the world, help repair the world. And so playing some small part in trying to repair the world certainly is a big part of my cultural identity that I try to bring forward into my work.
So it's thinking about our kids and thinking about what I envision for them and their future. I definitely think about how introducing them to Judaism and from their grandparents and great-grandparents, like this is just part of their identity and who they are. I didn't grow up Jewish. I converted in 2011 during my third year of law school. What really drew me to Judaism was exactly what Josh already touched on, which is tikkun olam, and to think about repairing the world and healing the world and playing your small part in just helping to make this world a better place. And so I think that that's what we try to do every day with each other and with people we're around and even here at the department.